Hello and thanks for logging on to this TV Cadillac News Minute. I'm Eric Watilla at the Cadillac Meijer store here with Gary Knapp, where he is holding a book signing for his new book, Building the American Dream. Gary, great to be with you.
Welcome, Eric. Glad to have you here. It's a surprise visit.
It really is, yeah. Saw your piece and we had to cover it.
Well, great.
Can you tell me a little bit about your book and what inspired it and how the book came to be?
Eric, I started writing this book for the benefit of young people. I grew up on a dairy farm in southern Lower Michigan. And at 6 years old, I knew I wanted to be a broadcaster. I wanted to get into radio primarily at that time. But I didn't know how to get there. And it was a long struggle because I wasn't the greatest student, I'll have to admit. And I didn't have as good a study habits that I should have. And I changed that all around years later. And I wrote this to show kids that if I can do this and achieve these goals that I achieved throughout my lifetime, that young people can do the same thing if they have the proper work ethics and they believe in themselves and they have a goal and a dream to go after. And so I wrote this book to inspire young people to do just that. And I'm just hoping that young people will read it. Unfortunately, it's become a 400 and some page book now with a lot of history involved in the Cadillac area. And I'm hoping that it won't bore them. But if they will read it, I'm sure it will inspire them to perhaps go after their own dreams.
Yes. Now, how has the turnout here at today's signing been?
It's been awesome. I haven't even been here an hour yet, and we've gone through a bunch of books already. I'm really impressed. I'm flattered, to say the least, that people remember me after all these years, because I haven't been on the air in quite a few years.
Well, that's great. Now, on a little side note from your book, you also have your DVD series here, the Dive Travel series. Can you tell us a little bit about what you're up to these days now that you've left broadcasting?
People remind me I'm supposed to be retired, Eric. So far it hasn't happened. After I sold the television station, I took a diving course and became a dive master. And I started traveling around the world making dive videos. In fact, this one here is on Fiji. I've got them from all parts of the world. And I like to show people how beautiful it is under the ocean to see the reefs and the wrecks and all that God has put under the water for us to look at. Many times it's prettier than what we see on top. And I'm so hooked on it that I had to show people what it looks like. And so I started creating these 30-minute shows called Dive Travel. Long story short, we now have 3 worldwide distributors, and it's starting to take off, and we're very flattered and excited about this as well.
Very nice. Now, for anybody who missed today's event, is interested in your book, my understanding is there's another book signing coming up?
There's actually 2. One is at Horizon Books on the 1st of September, which is next Saturday. And then on September the 5th, I'm at the Book Nook in Cadillac. So we have 2 more signings. And we appreciate all of you coming out and seeing us. And it's just great to be able to see so many people from the past that I had connected with.
And if anybody misses those signings and would still like to get a copy of your book or your DVDs, what's a place they might be able to find that?
Well, they'll be able to get them at Horizon Books, but if you go online, all of the major bookstores have them. So if you type in bookstores, and up comes Barnes & Noble, Borders Books, Amazon.com, they all have both the hard and soft copy available for sale on the internet.
Very nice. Well, Gary, thanks very much for your time today. This has been your TV Cadillac News Minute. I'm Eric Watilla reporting from the Cadillac Meijer store. Thanks for stopping by.
Thanks, Eric.